G'day, g'day, g'day. Welcome to Be More Social. Simply say g'day. We love saying g'day with our daily challenges, 7 days a week, every day for the rest of our lives. So welcome aboard. We have united with you guys in India and your company, IT Solutions, that's EYE, T Solutions, is an interesting play on words, and we find the English language often gets lost in translation. So we've aligned our 7 daily challenges with our psychological framework based on everything of my life experience has brought together. So welcome aboard. We hope you enjoy this program. It's there for you to use any day, every day for the rest of your life. Be more social. Simply say, g'day. Cool.
Do you feel like there's never enough time in the day? Are you struggling to switch off from work, the internet, and social media? It's time to reconnect with family, friends, colleagues, and most importantly, yourself. Join the Be More Social Daily Challenge. Just 10 minutes a day to recharge, gain more energy, and enjoy what matters most. Let's begin.
Okay, g'day. We're going to talk about the Be More Social Daily Challenges and how we've aligned them with the Indian equivalent, Shat Sampat. I hope I pronounced that correctly and haven't offended too many locals. So Monday, we talk about clarify purpose. That is where we do everything with reason, with intention, to start with why, as Simon Sinek says. He works it through the why, how, what model, where Be More Social starts and ends in why. Because the why model for us is why, how, what, when, where, who, because why. So what do you think about that, Grok?
That's a solid foundation, starting with purpose. For the Indian equivalent, Shraddha, faith, is about cultivating deep trust in your spiritual path and purpose, guiding your actions with conviction. Back to you, Danny.
Thank you. We then move into Tuesday, which is strength and habits. So a lot of people in the world tend to focus on what they don't want or bad habits. We tend to find that if we focus on the good habits, spend as much time as we can focusing on those habits, we run out of time for the other ones. Therefore, we strengthen our habits. Do you like that one, Grok?
Love the focus on building good habits to crowd out the bad. For the Indian equivalent, Dama, control of senses, means disciplining your senses to stay focused on positive actions and avoid distractions. Your turn, Danny.
That's definitely strength and habits. I like it. So as we move into Wednesday, that's elevating language, where we want to focus on shifting to a positive mindset, because when we talk negative, we end up being negative. That's neuro-linguistic programming. Does that make sense to you, Grok?
Totally makes sense. Words shape our mindset. For the Indian equivalent, Samadhana, concentration, focuses on directing your mind toward positive, purposeful thoughts to achieve clarity and balance. Over to you, Danny.
Thank you, Grok. Cultivate Awareness is Thursday, and we talk about the 4 levels of awareness. So I love numbers, whether it's 3, 4, 7, but in this case we focus on the main 3, which is the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the unconscious mind. However, what a lot of people realise after time, that unconscious competence is like going on autopilot, and most people in their day-to-day jobs are unconsciously competent. What do you think about that one, Grok?
That's a great way to break down awareness. Love the autopilot analogy. For the Indian equivalent, Samarati, withdrawal, means detaching from external distractions to cultivate inner awareness and focus on your true self. Back to you, Danny.
Wow, what a way to focus as we sharpen focus on Fridays. So a lot of people in Western culture tend to work Monday to Friday, and they lose focus on Friday in their work as they start to focus on the weekend and their time off. What do you think about that, Grok?
Haha, yeah, Friday focus can definitely slip with the weekend vibe creeping in. For the Indian equivalent, Shama, mind control and calmness, is about training your mind to stay steady and focused, no matter the distractions. Your turn, Danny.
Thank you. I'd love to embrace that as we enter the weekend, where most people have their time off. But somewhere around the world, there's always someone working because we need to eat, we need to sleep, we need to do things every day. So we look at the 3 levels of embracing learning on Saturdays. Now, a lot of people understand learning because they go to school, and then practicing is like doing homework after school. But the 3rd level is the one that most people miss. Share. We need to share what we've learnt throughout the week. How does that align with the Indian equivalent, Grok?
Sharing knowledge is such a powerful way to grow. For the Indian equivalent, Titiksha, patience and endurance, means staying resilient in learning and practice, enduring challenges to deepen and share wisdom. That's it for us, Danny.
It is indeed, but I've always got to go one more because there's one more day in the week. So how can we add to those awesome 6 principles that also align with the 6 Japanese principles of personal growth? Well, we love sharing that much. We believe we should all share freely on the last day of the week and combine all 3 combinations or every combination throughout the world. That's what makes the 7-day daily challenges so much more free for freedom for those who can share freely. Would you like to have the last word here, Grok, or is that enough said?
I love how you tie it all together with sharing freely. It's like the cherry on top of the week, blending all those principles into one big act of connection. I'd say that's enough said. Freedom through sharing is the perfect wrap-up.
Thank you, Grok. That's well said, yeah, indeed. So to let you know, this is what the program is, and we combine all daily challenges every day. Now, what I've done through research in psychological science and understanding the brain, that strengthening habits generally tends to take 21 repetitions. So whether you choose to do this Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday, you will form this habit over a 3-week period. However, this framework is so well developed that we believe after 5 days, you will start to see a major improvement in your well-being, your employee engagement, and your enjoyment of being around people and sharing freely. Thanks for joining us. We're going to go on and join the Be More Social crew, and we would like to welcome you aboard starting next Monday. Simply ask or fill in the forms that came along with this video and join us next Monday for the Be More Social 7-Day Challenge. Simply remember, be more social. Simply say, G'day.
Thanks for listening as we take on the Be More Social Challenge. Join Danny Crouch tomorrow as he shares his journey, and we hope you'll join in too. Drop a comment below. Tell us how it's going, ask questions and share your insights. Find more details in the description or at chooseyourchapter.com.au. Let's make time, boost energy, and aim to be more social today.